going on? Welcome to the part 3 of Kazu's vinyl collection. So yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys another random 5 vinyl from my collection, and we'll start with this one today. If you don't know what this is Radiohead's most recent album, A Moon-Shaped Pool. Well, recent as in oh my god. So, most recent as in it came out in 2016. The last album they released was King of Limbs, which is like a more experimental electronic project of theirs, and then it took them maybe like around 5 years for this album to get released. And actually some of the tracks that's on this album was like made like sometimes in like the 90s or so. But yeah, this was like a really good album. Yeah, I really enjoyed the ambient tracks on here, like True Love Waits, and also this very long titled song, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Sailor, Rich Man, Poor Man, Beggar Man, Thief. That's a really good track. But yeah, this was a very critically acclaimed album, and you know, I'm sure like you guys like heard it like when it got released too. And Burn the Witch was, they came out with the music video for Burn the Witch, which was that stop motion animation, and also with the music video of Daydreaming, where I think it was Paul Thomas Anderson of Inherent Vice directed it. So yeah, overall it's a very solid album. You know, I really enjoyed this project, and the gatefold is really cool too. Like the design is really awesome. And yeah, so this is the limited edition. I think about like 9,000 copies of these were pressed, and this was pressed in white vinyl. I'm about to show it to you right now. The sleeve looks really cool too. It has like different artwork right here, something like that, and this is the white vinyl. Yeah, cool stuff, yo. Yeah. Next we have Sufjan Stevens' album Carryin Wolf, and yeah, this is a very emotional album. I think it's like honestly one of his best. Like it's very minimal. Like usually Sufjan Stevens stuff is very orchestral and composed, like something off of like Come On Feel the Illinois to the one before this that had like the more electronic sound, the Age of Ads. Yeah, you know, it's very much grand, but I feel like this really comes from like a more personal place. Like every album of his is very emotional, but especially listening to Carryin Wolf, which is talking about the death of his mother. No, it's a lot of great stuff on here, like Death with Dignity, Should Have Known Better, All of Me Wants All of You. Like everything, like every track on the album flows very smoothly, and yeah, it's just an overall an amazing album. And this was released in 2015, and even 2 years later I still bump this thing, so it's good stuff. And this is the first pressing that was released from Asthmatic Kitty, and Asthmatic Kitty, that's the name of the label. And yeah, you see this picture right here, and here are the lyrics sheet. And I think 10,000 pressings of clear vinyl was released. So this is what it looks like right here. Yeah, this is Sufjan Stevens, Carryin Wolf. But yeah, if you haven't listened to this album, then yeah, check it out. It's good. It's a very emotional project by Sufjan Stevens. Now the third album that I'm going to be showing you is Pinback, Autumn of the Seraphs. And you might not know, but I'm a really huge fan of Pinback. And this is the repress. However, this is the limited colored vinyl. It's in the color burgundy, but this is supposed to be the 10th anniversary edition because it was originally released in 2007, and this year they did the 10th anniversary tour of this album too, where they play in its entirety. And you know, like, this is not my favorite Pinback album, but I think it's one of their most like polished project that's out there. Like there's, you know, of course it includes like one of their more popular song, like Good to See, also, as well as Torch and Barnes, which are also great tracks too. But yeah, this is also a fun album to listen to. And yeah, so I think around 2,000 of these were pressed. I don't remember like the amount of numbers, but yeah, the color of this is like really unique too. It's burgundy, which is like something that I haven't seen. It's actually one of my favorite colors of all time. So yeah, it's very beautiful, and it's probably like a good go-to project for anybody who hasn't really listened to the band before. because actually the first song I ever heard by Pinback was Good to See, so yeah. Next album we have is Admiral Promises by Kil Moon. Now this album is very important for me, like not only as a good listen, but also like musically too. This is Kil Moon, which is Mark Kozlik's project. A lot of people might know him from Benji, but this is like a couple albums before that. And the really cool thing about this album is basically like Mark, like he plays like all these like songs that he created by using nylon string guitar. So it has like a very classical sound, and the composition on this thing is just amazing. And yeah, like there are songs like Allison, which was famously used in Sons of Anarchy for some reason. But also, like, there are other great songs like You Are My Son, which is a very emotional track, to Admiral Promises and Bay of Skulls. And yeah, this is a great album. I went to a record store and they were selling it for like a little bit cheaper, because usually Kil Moon albums, the original pressing could cost like over $100 for some reason, because a lot of them are like very, very limited. So it turns out to become like a collector's item. So I think I bought this for like $50 or so, but yeah, this is what the gatefold looks like right here. And I felt like I got lucky for this one, because like the one that the guy sold me is actually different from the other pressings that they have. This is the marble pressing, which is, I think about 150 of these were pressed, and this was supposed to be for like promo run. So I'm definitely like feel lucky about that, and not a lot of people like owns this thing, and it's one of my favorite Kil Moon albums, so I'm definitely happy about this. But look at this, it's really nice. It's like completely marble and stuff, you know. Yeah, whenever, like, I mean, I hear that the sound is supposed to like be better on a black vinyl, but I don't care, man. This just looks cool, and if it's able to like play the tracks on there, then I'm pretty happy with that, you know. And the fact that it's limited, it's even more cooler too. So 150 press, can you believe it? And now, last but not least, I want to show you one of my prized possession, which is Blond by Frank Ocean. I knew about Frank Ocean since like Channel Orange, and you know, I listened through to the album, and I thought it was really good, but it didn't necessarily like hit me that hard. But this album sure did. This is Blond, and yeah, man, this was my favorite album of 2016 for sure. It's just it's just such an amazing project. You know, not only because in Channel Orange, I feel like he went through like the more of like this traditional like soul sound, but for this one, I feel like he was like really being himself, and he really experimented with like these quiet sound and really went ambient, and yeah, this was really, really good. Of course, some of my favorite tracks include Solo, Self Control, and Night. Especially the second half of Night was really amazing. And also, yeah, every song on here is really good. Even the solo reprise with Andre 3000, which he kills it. And this is what the gatefold looks like. And the way I got this record was I felt pretty lucky about this, but what happened was Frank Ocean, during Black Friday of 2016, he basically sold this album for basically 24-hour span. And I think a lot of artists do this nowadays too. Like, not Vince Staples, but when I bought Kendrick Lamar's vinyl, he basically did the same thing, where he sold the vinyl in the span of like 24 hours. So like the number of press doesn't really matter necessarily, but it's just, you know, it's like whoever ordered them, they got it. And I ordered it on Black Friday of 2016, but somehow the shipment got delayed because of like probably the number of demands or something, but I ended up getting it in like April of 2017 or something like that. Yeah, so I waited like over 5 months just to get this thing, and I just kept on asking them questions like, where the fuck is this, you know? So yeah, I'm happy to own this. This is an amazing album, so I'm really, really happy to have it with me. And the prices on eBay are crazy too. I think like the lowest you could find is like 200, and and I don't know, highest could be like somewhere around like $300 too. But this was pressed in black vinyl, and I understand this is like a collector's item, but I do like play this like kind of normally, just because like I love it so much, and it actually sounds really good on vinyl too. So yeah, both of them have like the same image, like, and it's kind of confusing because like you can't really tell like if one is like side A or side B, based on like, you know, based on like how it looks right now. So you have to somehow reflect it and see like which one is like side A, and it should say somewhere, yeah. But either way, it doesn't matter. Like I play it in whatever order it's there. But yeah, I try to like start off in Nike so that it goes in that traditional order, you know. So, but yeah, it's a great album. Not just great, fucking amazing album. And yeah, that was pretty much it for the part 3 of my vinyl collection. But yeah, if you enjoy this video and if you enjoy the podcast and other stuff, then don't forget to like this and subscribe to my channel. My name is Kazu, and I'll see you again on TakeBreakKazu. Alright, later.